record. Both of these teams have lost. They both lost to USA, and they both defeated Puerto Rico. A loss here means that they will not advance, so their tournament life is at stake.
Going to start off with the women's singles here. Reigning women's world 10-ball champion Jessica Centeno up against Maite Ropero. Centeno is coming in at a 130-point Fargo favorite. It's a pretty big margin. Maite is capable, though. An aggressive player. If she gets on a roll, she can pull off an upset here.
Yeah, I think David and Francisco's job is to keep her comfortable. If she stays comfortable, she is very capable, as you just mentioned. She plays far above her Fargo and can perform on this stage.
Yeah, she's beaten top players before.
Centeno, our 10-ball champion, world 10-ball champion in Austria last couple weeks ago, defeating Han Wu from Chinese Taipei, and a great match against Allison Fisher in the semifinal. Really showed her stuff in that match, came from behind, and really unleashed a barrage of offense.
Yeah, I was down 8-4 in the semifinals, came back and won the last 5 games and played a near flawless final. All the predictions of her being one of the best in the world came true a couple weeks ago.
Well, she just needs time. The teams are comprised of Carlo Biado, Roland Garcia, and Jessica Centeno. On the Spanish side, it's Francisco Sanchez, David Alcaide, and of course, Maite Ropero.
So a little footnote in this format. Any player is allowed to coach any other player at any time. And you can see David coming up there and giving Maite a little bit of advice. Advising to just tie up the 2-5. Like that play.
And notice how every time they talk to her, she leaves with a smile.
Sure, it's reassurance.
Sure.
She might have even thought the same thing, but if she is thinking the same thing, that'll give her reassurance. It's a little tricky because they're under a 30-second shot clock, so they have to do it quickly. If they know look at Carlos coming up and going to make sure Jessica's on the right track here as well. But they always have their extension as well. Almost made the 1. Got her in a bad spot here. Really no open tracks to hit the 1. Could play a really creative around 3 rails. Might be a 2-rail track available.
It's really hard to open it up off the 3rd rail and get to the 1. This might work right here. This 2-railer. This could work. The 9-ball's real tight. It did work. Look at this shot.
Made the ball.
Highlight shot. And as we were saying, keep her comfortable. She will perform.
Yeah, she's capable. I actually thought the 2 didn't go on the side, but getting a quick look at it there, I think it does play, and she's looking at the pocketing angle now. Cue ball's playing towards the corner pocket. Play a soft stun over to the right side rail. Good shot. Doesn't have the pocket past the 5. Should be thinking about using the 10 as a blocker here. But tricky because she has to draw it. There is offense towards the top left corner pocket as well. I really like that they're able to talk about the shots.
I think it makes. I don't think you should play Scotch doubles or in a team format if you can't talk.
I agree.
It's a natural thing to do. The hardest thing to do is stay in the chair and watch your teammate make a mistake
or play the wrong
shot. Or it's so hard to watch.
I watched a couple matches where there was very little coaching, but you can see these teams are communicating well. They're not going to get up and really tell the other player what to do if they're just running out. But in spots like this, there's many options, and they want to make sure they're shooting the best percentage shot. Nice thing about this format too, like if you allow coaching in just a normal event, players might start taking too long, but you always have the shot clock here, so that's not going to be an issue.
Exactly, and that keeps it in line.
Yeah,
yeah. Some of these matches are taking 3 hours, especially the ones outside of the arena where there's no shot clock.
Yep.
And that is hard to schedule around.
Only had a half pocket there. Got away with the miss, though. Gonna have to see if this 3 is frozen. Centennial would be consider just laying up on the ball, but if it's frozen, she won't be able to do that. Waiting for the call here. It looks pretty close. It is frozen, so that's going to change the play overall. Actually changes it a lot.
Carlo Beato, the major statesman here, the reigning world team champion, as the Philippines won last year with Beato, Chua, and Rubelin Amit.
Nice play there. Hitting the left side of it, could have played into the corner, but at slow speed, the cue ball stayed out. Close to frozen again. That's not really checking the 3, so it must be off the rail. He's coming in to check it now. Just going to thin the 3 to the right here. Too hard.
And it's hard not to hit that hard.
Yeah.
Because you want to get your cue in and out before it comes off the rail.
Right. First opening for Centennial. Going to go up and down. Cue ball's playing decently into the 5. Nice shot.
When this young lady gets going, it's a joy to watch.
Yeah, filler-esque.
Yeah, poetry in motion.
Plays on talent. Thinks quickly, executes quickly.
Very instinctive.
Cue ball's playing towards the side pocket here. She'd like to be able to draw it enough. We can see that little furl of the lip there. She knows that it's hard to draw the ball enough. Might have to just lag it in. Good shot.
Looking good for these 4 remaining balls.
Maite had played some good shots in this rack. Tried to get the first chance. Silver hit the third save she played. Kicked in a nice ball. And as we saw, the other teammates are going to show support and give a little bit of insight onto what shots are the best.
Game number 1 in this first race to 4 to the Philippines.
Be interesting to see which male players are going to go up more for both teams. I think I'd favor Carlo for the Philippines. They could consider Garcia, though.
Well, keep in mind
he's in the final of the singles, so he's playing well.
Keep in mind that whoever plays the singles match cannot play the Scotch doubles match.
Yep.
But team pick is just that, team pick. Doesn't matter what player.
So basically one of the male players will play 2 of the sets, and one of the male players will only play 1 of the 4 sets.
Correct.
And males will play 2 as well.
I thought the 9 was in, but no. 1 ball goes to the left-hand side.
I think
there is position.
Will favor Ruiz for the male pick. David playing well, though, too.
Tracy Cunningham, come back to tournament desk. Tracy Cunningham, come back to tournament desk.
Maite has a shot to the corner. Position on the 2 is tough. Could play like a stun run through here. Try to play the 2 on the side. Touchy shot. Try to draw back for the corner.
Oh, nice shot, but you didn't come back enough for the 2 ball, I don't think.
Yeah, it was a good try. Just have to get around the 4 a little more.
Oh, she might have it in the corner.
Yeah, she does have it in the corner. It's going to have to be a kind of slow roll, soft draw type play.
She needs to do something to offset Centeno.
Sure.
And if Cheska makes a mistake, she definitely has to punish her for it.
Good shot. In pretty good line now.
Now it'll take an obvious mistake here not to get out.
Maite moves around the table quickly too. Plays with aggression. Nice slow backstroke, smooth delivery. All the recipes for a strong player. Be interested to see if she comes above the 7. She has more angle, so I think she will come above it now. 9's in a bit of a tough spot. I'd want to favor the 9 in the shorter pocket. She's just thinking about what angles she can get on the 7 to get properly on the 8, so she has the right angle for the 9. Let's play the cue ball across here. Kind of a small angle to get the perfect shot from the 8 to the 9. But if she doesn't get perfect, there'll be other options. That's pretty good right there.
That's perfect. Nice angle to go to the 9. Even if the only thing she doesn't want to do is get straight in so she can get the cue ball off the rail just a bit.
She's just looking for reassurance here. But I really feel like she got exactly where she wanted and just continued the run out. And, you know, if she needed reassurance, that's totally fine as well. Might have asked David if he thought running into the 9 was the proper play. I think she should play above it.
I agree. I wouldn't move that 9. And she's played perfectly above it.
Good shot.
Natural angle for the 10.
Doesn't want to catch the point and have the cue ball be deadened by the point here, but I feel like the cue ball's playing just past the point enough, and that won't happen. Good shot. I mean, she's a little short here, but she'll be okay. Very strong run out from Rapero here. Stretching across table, going to either have to use the extension or the bridge. Go for the extension. Long reach. Great run out there. Showing that she's going to be tough to handle for Centeno.
That'll put a little bit of, that'll give Centeno something to think about.
Yep, just sending notice that she's not going to lay down here. Played 3 really good shots there, really. Nice shot on the 1, good shot on the 2. And to get the cue ball in a small area for the 8, got right there. First set is really big. If the sets end up tying at 2 each, it goes to a shootout. So if you win the first set, you only have to win one of the next 3 to force a shootout.
One ball, no. But she got the 3 ball in the upper corner pocket.
Yeah, 5 went down.
Open shot on the 1. Oh, position on the 2 looks pretty good.
Yeah, she's able to play forward 2 rails and into the angle. Going to be looking for a straight type angle on the 2 and a straight back draw. Nice angle. Cue ball drawing to the right a little bit. That'll be okay. Great shot. Well, she's up for the challenge here.
Maite, in fact, forfeited her first match in the women's 10 ball.
Yeah, never really got the answer as to why. Could have been flight issues.
She was feeling sick and she stayed an extra day.
Okay. Well, she looks like she's feeling okay now.
Yeah.
I think she did play her loser side matches.
She did.
In singles, yeah.
This is looking good here. Do you see a problem anywhere? Maybe right here, getting good on the 7.
Yeah, I mean, she has a choice to play in the side or the corner. I'd favor the corner here. Any kind of straight angle is okay. Just doesn't want an angle going to the left. Kind of looks like she's favoring the side.
Well, problem with the corner, she's going across the position line.
She is, yeah. And the 10 makes the side pocket bigger as well.
If she pushes that 10 down, it could block the 8 to the corner.
Yeah, wants to shoot it straight in, avoid contact with the 10 here. Good shot, a little further from the 8 than what she would like. Very makeable though. She's going to stay down, put a good stroke on this ball.
I like the way she walks around the table, takes everything in, exactly what she has to do, where she has to go.
Yeah, good pre-shot routine. Not wasting time, but doing all the recognizance before she hits the ball.
Yeah, I think she'll come all the way across the short side.
Yeah. Great shot. Going to have the angle to play up for the 10 on the side. Might be a little straight. You see the overhead angle here. Little straight. Could consider the corner. Her choice.
Oh, a little further down. This is trouble.
Yeah, she's okay. I mean, the angle was going to say if she was going to try the side, this was the danger, but I think she'll be okay here. The overhead looks a little thicker than this angle. It's hard to tell. It looks okay from there, but when you see the other angle, it looks a little bit thinner.
You like to play this with the outside English to spin it up?
I would. It throws the angle a little bit, but it looks like Francisco's saying that it's too thin. So they're going to play They're going to play a bank. Big shot here in the first set. Tricky roll there for Ropero. Played a really good rack. Just came up an inch too short on the 10. Centennial's first shot in about 10 minutes.
Well, you know something. I'm kind of glad that Francisco came up to talk to her, because David would have had her 4 rail.
I saw that. Yeah, they kind of gave different advice there.
And Philippines gets game number 3, 2-1.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of strong competition in the team event. Some teams that we thought would get through easily have been put in spots where they might not get through.
There's Rubelin watching her teammates, cheering them on. Rubelin has a great passion for pool, and she's just started the Amit Cup. We talked about it, and you asked me about that.
Yeah, very nice.
And it is for juniors, and it's for junior females to build the future in the Philippines for junior females.
That's great. Three came in front of the 9, but the combo's pretty accessible. Cue ball's playing into the 6 a little bit here. Could slow draw it and try to draw the cue ball 2 rails in front of the 6. First shot's big here. 6 ball's playing real big. If she goes past it, she could be okay. Going to leave more cut angle in the 2. Could be the safer option. Just got past it, nicked it though, so going to have a little more cut angle than what she would have wanted. Really 50-yard line between the side and the corner, but she's going to favor the corner here. David's going to come up and give some insight. There are safe options. I think he was advising a bank, possibly hiding the 2 behind the 379 if it doesn't go. Pretty wide on the bank. Didn't get the cover with the 2. Centennial with a decent open look here.
Small draw for the 3 in the opposite corner.
Yeah, stay on the short side here. Under drew it though. Cue ball's going to have to move a little more. She can play it down to the short rail. To the right of the 4. Ran into the 8, and the 8 ended up getting away to the 4. So, definite safe coming up here. Would expect Carlo or Roland to take a look at the situation. Nothing obvious at first. She only has the right edge of it.
Well, if, you know, with Roland coaching Centeno, I expect him to be playing Scotch doubles with her.
Yeah. Carlo happens to not be in the arena. Could be part of it, but yeah, I think they're going to favor Carlo in the singles matches. Good shot there.
Nice speed.
Perro's going to jump at this, try to create distance. Ideally using the 8 as a blocker, banking the 4 2 rails, and ideally into the middle of the short rail. Ooh, hopped up onto the rail, but didn't jump the rail. Gonna leave a shot though.
Let's see if Centeno can take full advantage of this for game number 3 to win 3-1.
This is where Centeno usually just starts firing. Balls are fairly open. Philippines won this event last year, correct, George?
Yes, they did. Great Britain was second, Germany third, Chinese Taipei was fourth, And then 5th through 8th was Japan, Spain, Poland, and Austria.
Rublin was on the team.
Yes, she was. It was Beato, Chua, and Rublin.
Ooh, ran into the 9. Didn't want that. Long shot on the 8. Roland stepping up for a second, seeing if they want to consider safe. I like slow rolling at this ball. Makes the pot tougher, but cue ball's playing nicely into the 9. Just gotta stay down, feel the angle. Hit it in between speed, leaving a tougher shot on the 9, but got very good on it. And that's the kind of shots Centeno can come with, and those are the kind of shots that made her the world champion this year. So 3-1 for the Philippines in the first set here.
Centeno, a 24-year-old, so she's got a lot of room to grow. Her other teammate, Rublin, is at 42. Roland is 44. And Carlo, I'm going to have to look that one up. I don't know it off the top of my head.
Yeah, Rublin's kind of been a mentor for Centeno, and you can see with the Amit Cup, she's a great ambassador for the game, trying to create more champions from the Philippines.
Exactly.
One ball was headed right towards the side, got kicked away. Pero's going to get another chance here. 9's blocking a lot of angles to attack the 2. Looks a little straight. She'd want to play into the short side and play the 3 in the bottom right, but I don't think she has enough angle to play that shot. Can play the cue ball behind the 5 here. A lot of right spin, swing the cue ball wide. Didn't quite get behind the 5, but the 8's going to block Centeno. Possibility of a window. She's taking a look at it.
As you watch these players here, one of their, talk about mentors and traveling companions, in the middle of the first row, right behind them, is Rolando Vicente. He used to travel with Efren all the time for many, many, many years, and now he's traveling with Roland.
Interesting.
Big supporter, big backer. Right there.
Just trying to avoid traffic going up table. Ended up running into the 7. Still got reasonably safe. I think Pero has to try to make something happen here. Combo's tough. A lot of distance between the cue ball and the 2. The 2's on a decent angle to play at the 5. To hit it with a lot of kill draw to hold the angle. Good try, tough shot. Centeno will be looking to play the 3 in the same pocket as the 2. Cue ball is playing around the 6 and up 2 rails.
Absolutely perfect speed.
Yeah, kind of an odd layout here with a bunch of balls in the middle, but they're all accessible. Ropero played some good shots in this set. Just got out of line on the 10, kind of changed. It was a big game there. Little straight, but enough angle to power out of.
Makes it look easy.
Oh, yeah.
Fluid. Smooth.
Strong set from Centennial, and Philippines will take the first set here.
And point number 1 does go to the Philippines. Notice on your scoreboard on the bottom left hand, on the dark gray is the points. On the light gray is the match score. We're going to a small break, and we'll be right back with you.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
World champion. Fighting champion. Kelly Fisher. Yeah.
Philippines are the world champions.
Well, 3 found them. And we are back. Francisco Sanchez to break versus Carlo Biado. Difference in Fargo scores. Francisco has an 840. Ranked number 3 in the top 100, according to Fargo. Carlo ranked number 10 at 827.
Huge break. Making 2 balls on the side. One's opened up. Talking for the ones opened up as well. Ruiz really goes into that rack. Full body lift. Leg kick.
Wow. This looks good for a little opening break and run. He's got to avoid the 3 ball.
That's the 5 down there, I think.
The 5, I'm sorry. I glanced at it, and sometimes we'll get those two confused.
Yeah, they're the closest in colors of all the balls.
I don't have your young eyes.
I feel like if he plays a bunch of right here, he can avoid the 5. The way he's looking at it, he feels like it's really tracking into it. If it's tracking right into it, it's actually a pretty big problem. Was able to avoid it. Looking good for this rack now. Nicely controlled 2-rail draw there, right where he wants to be. Going to have to try to get as straight on the 7 as possible. If he ends up getting too much angle, could end up too thin on the 9.
The further he goes, the more he's going to like it.
Yeah, he can play into the angle now.
Yeah.
Fair bit of right spin, open up the cue ball off the side rail. Nice play. Make sure to get straight enough on it, and he's perfect here.
Great control. He powers this with 2 rails and comes all the way over for the 10 ball in the left side here.
Yeah, action ended up getting a little straight. The worry was getting too much angle, but he got a little straight, so he's going to have to power out of it a bit.
Oh, he went this way.
Yeah, a little more into the angle coming back to this side of the table.
Perfect. I like to see Carlo shoot that shot. I think he goes forward 2 rails.
Yeah.
Just out of
It's
curiosity.
an in-between shot. I mean,
it is.
You want to look to follow the ball. The forward plays crossing the angle a little more. You could have gone into the 3rd rail where you're playing back into the angle. Just kind of simplified it and weighted playing into the angle more than following.
Two gentlemen, great friends, always together. You'll never see them apart in any tournament they're at.
Yeah, they've won the World Cup of Pool together. And add a World Team Championship to their resume.
Funny little story with David. I'll try to get it out quick. I was talking to him in English, and he kept kind of looking at me, and then someone sitting next to him spoke to me in Spanish, and I responded in Spanish, and he says, well, why don't you talk to me in Spanish?
All right. Look at this break. Straight in on the 3. Big threat to run first 2 off the opening break here. That's exactly what these hand rack tournaments require. Just hit the rack hard, get the balls moving. No corner ball stuff or 1 ball on the side every time. Just pure speed and talent. Getting those balls, giving yourself a chance to get balls near pockets. He did well in the 8 ball as well, and I thought he was going to do really well because that's how he was hitting the break at the World 8 Ball Championships.
Well, you know, everyone talks about Shane's break. They talk about Tyler's break being the best in the business or as good as anyone. This guy right here has a great break also.
Definitely right up there with the best. Going to play the combo. 6 is going to play towards the bottom right corner pocket. Pretty controllable. Good shot. Going to end up with an angle where the cue ball is going to be on the rail, which is not ideal, but he'll be able to maintain angle. Just going to have to accept that the cue ball is going to be a little close to the rail here. Great start for Ruiz here. Looking to level the score for Team Spain.
Two games out of 4. 2 to go. Will he break the same way with the same power and the same results? Stay tuned. We'll soon know.
Yeah, biggest thing is he's hitting it with power, but he's also hitting it square, so he's really getting a lot of action out of the rack.
Well, for the time being, Beato has not been out of his chair. Patiently awaiting his time at the table. Will he get any time at the table?
Watch how long Ruiz's backstroke is here, all the way through the bridge.
Looks dry.
Oh,
not anymore.
8's going to cover the 2.
Well,
so that's the end of the run, but great start for Ruiz.
probably go for a push, or did he go for the jump cue? No,
He's
he'll
too
go
close to the 2.
He'll go for the push here.
Could be something about going rail first. That's pretty aggressive. Only reason he's thinking about pushing down there is because there's not going to be any position on the 3, but he's got to be careful because the 3 could combo into the 5. I like this push better. Just getting some advice from David.
I like leaving him straight across.
I did too.
But just right behind the 9, just past the 9 ball, just let him see the edge.
Yeah. Beato will probably be trying to play the cue ball behind the 10 after that, but it's a good spot where Beato's not always going to get safe out. He's got the speed, he does. Only hope for Ruiz is a window, and it looks like the 6 is blocking that window.
He's got a kicking window, and he's got his jump cue coming down with both.
How's the top end of the table?
Oh, no, he doesn't have a window.
The 4 is covering a bit of the jump angle. He can get through to it, but if he was to jump it, I think he'd be thinking at getting at the left side of the 2. Little risky because he could scratch. Could actually try to long bank the 2. I think that's what he'll do. If he doesn't get it, cue ball could end up behind the 3.
Just short of the first diamond from the side pocket.
There he goes, calling the 2. What a shot this would be.
Oh, he's going for the chop, yeah.
A little thin. Great distance though. 8-9 got in between the 2. Good shot.
Big shot there. Was able to stop the cue ball with the 3 and use the 9-8 as a blocker for the 2.
Beato going to the jump cue as well. He'll be looking to hit this thin on the left side. Best case scenario is it jumps it right in. Right at the end of his shot clock, so it took his extension. Just what the doctor ordered for Spain. 3-0 for Ruiz now. Breaking the hill game. Pardon me, George, and pardon everybody. I apologize. The rules have changed in the world team in the world teams. It's not a win. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, that's right. It's WPA rules.
Yeah.
We've been doing the 10 ball, and it just slipped. But I mentioned it at the beginning.
I won't forget again.
Sorry, folks. Pool fans all over the world saying the commentators don't know what's going on.
We're just switching between tournaments here.
Yeah.
But this is WPA rules. 10 has to go in last. You stay at the table if you combo it in, but it's not a win. Good shot there from Beato. Could jump at this. Not great value in the jump, but the kick is just as tough.
The kick might pay dividends, though. He might catch it on the bottom, send it up behind those balls.
Yeah, he's thinking about both shots. Kind of tough to stop the cue ball here off 2 rails. It's going to tend to track past the 6.
And he's kicking it to the open, too. Well, not that way. This didn't work out bad. He's going to find himself locked up against the 8, I think. If he can hit a rail. No, maybe not. The angle's not there.
He has enough pocket to make it, I think.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
4 goes by the 7 as well. So Carlo with his first good chance to run out here. Staying nice and close to the 4. Gonna have some angle going to the right. Get off the rail here. 10's blocking the best angle for the 6, but he'll be able to play more into the middle. Just take a little more cut on the 6.
Nicely done. Very delicate.
Staying in line nicely here.
7 lies nice for the 8.
Yeah, be playing around 2 rails to the 8, same pocket. Good natural angle here. Nice to be thin enough where you don't have to overpower it or draw it. Pressure here on both sides. Weight of the hopes of your country, teammates. Good start for Beato now. Be breaking in rack 4. See if he can put something together off the break. Former U.S. Open champion, former runner-up in the World 10-Ball Championships, won many major titles. Just loosening up Ruiz there, giving him someone to talk to. Okay, not in the arena at the moment. Roland and Cheska just leaving Carlo out there by himself. Probably something they talk about before the match. Some players just prefer to be alone. Some players prefer to have some support.
Both players are Predator sponsored.
Carlo going from the middle. Offensive break coming here. All or nothing. Square hit, but got kicked in. That cue ball didn't go directly in. It was tracking a little bit that way, but got an extra nudge towards the side pocket.
Bonus for Sanchez.
Didn't make a ball, but The ball in hand start for Ruiz is going to help him.
5-ball needs some work.
Yeah. Does it play off the 7? That's what he's taking a look at right now.
Looks like it does.
It does. If anything, it might play a little thick. It's never going to, almost to the point where it could double kiss out, and he's taking a real close look at it. Looks like it's far enough past the middle of the pocket that he should be okay there. Spain needs this set. If the Philippines gets on 2, it'll be a very tall hill to climb. And the best case scenario for Spain would be to go to a shootout, so it's a real big set here.
This game plays big, if that's the case. With that being the case, excuse me.
The 5 off the 7 looks pretty easy, but he wants to get good on it because there's certain parts of the 7 that 5 can jam. It'll play thick, if anything.
Would you consider coming into the 5 here or just laying up for it?
It's a thought. He might be considering it.
It goes open, so I don't see how he would hit it that it wouldn't be beneficial.
Yeah, he's just weighing up the percentages of how confident is he to play the 5 off the 7. It's always safer not to move the ball. I know you know that, but
yes.
You're bringing it up because it's not, the 7 is just not lying perfect.
Exactly, and that's exactly why I brought it up. I just don't like where the 5 is.
He's overhit the speed. So throw all those options out the window, but he's fallen pretty good on the bank. Might be playing a little long. Have to see exactly how the bank lies. He's not right after it. He's going to call it though. Just able to shorten it up. There's some inside spin there to shorten the angle. Good shot.
Whoa.
Danger here is flipping the 7 and playing it up the rail. Avoided that. Good shot. It's a favorite to run out now. Some tough work in the first 5 balls here.
These 3 balls for a 3-1 lead.
Got 2 straight. He does have some angle playing into the short rail. Play big speed. Another one of those ones you could follow it or draw it. Favor the fall a little bit here because you're avoiding the 10. Stunned out. Good shot.
He plays that quite a bit.
Yeah, he had to hit a lot of speed there. Control it well. Ruiz going to be up 3-1 here and breaking. He's breaking ran 2 of the racks so far. Strong performance. Carlo hasn't missed the ball. I don't think Francisco has either. It's that one game where there was some exchanges. Carlo scratched off his first break.
There goes the one.
Oh, he's
Cue ball.
kicked in now. That's 2 breaks in a row where the breaker's been kicked in. And Beato has life here.
Francisco with 79% time at the table compared to Carlos 21%. Accounts for the 3-1 score.
Yeah. No balls missed, I don't think.
Francisco missed one.
Okay.
According to our stats guy.
Got a little straight here. Going to have to manufacture angle over to the left side of the table. Play this with a lot of left spin. Try to release the cue ball as far to the left as he can. Didn't quite get there with the left. 5's going to get in between the cue ball and the 4. Going to have to come up with something here. Cue ball's too far in the middle of the table to jump. Does have the 1 rail kick, trying to kick the ball in, very tough. Going to consider other options as well. This is where I don't mind having Roland on the floor here. It's not like Carlos doesn't know what to do, but maybe just another opinion. Something
sure.
he didn't
Sure.
see, you know.
It's just some type of reinsurance, but Carlos so confident of his game.
Yeah.
To kick this right in.
Going to leave it in the open. So first chance to win the set for Ruiz here. Balls are looking pretty good. Just to make sure he has angle going up table, playing the 5 in the side. Cue ball's going to get close to the 10. Has to get real close to the 10 actually. I think he'll still try to play the small angle there. Not really worth drawing for the corner. But he's looking at exactly where he needs to be. He's actually looking at the corner now. He knows how small of an angle there is next to the 10. Looking at just that small area there. Good news is he doesn't have to move the cue ball very far.
I kind of favor coming up for position for the corner.
I don't know if he got there.
This is why I made that statement. That it's such a tough angle to get. If you don't get there, you're kind of lost. You're going to have to work much harder. You'll probably follow this ball to the side and up for the 6.
I think he's just okay where he's going to fall right through.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, to use some inside. That's fine.
Look how dangerous that is. Look how dangerous.
Watch out for the corner hook
I
here.
think you got him.
Oh, got him.
Yeah.
Try to jump over the point.
Just for that reason. And keep in mind, we've talked about this many times. I hate side pockets for that reason right there.
Caught the point on the way through.
Big opportunity to close it out right there.
So, another breath of life for the Philippines. Carlo broke from the middle last break. See if he sticks there on this upcoming one. I think for the players that actually don't hit it with a ton of power, which I would put Beato in that category, obviously hits it well at a good speed, but not as hard as Ruiz. I don't mind trying to break from the middle because the balls will spread better overall from the middle.
And instead of being out of the set, Carlo has life. 2-3. and breaking.
Carlo trying to pump himself up a little bit there, a little bit of a smile. His partner in the front row. Supports him at a lot of his tournaments. Lots of fans in attendance here. Interesting format. Carlos going from the middle again. Kind of further to the edge of the box this time. But still overall middle attack. Hit it well. Nothing down though. Ruiz is going to have a shot on the 1. Pretty open rack. You have to avoid the 5, playing towards the 2. Should be fine there.
Again, Francisco with a opportunity to close this out. A lot of balls to go though. Race to 4. Needs this game. Come between the 5 and the 9 and the 8, excuse me.
He's thinking about the combo here. I think he'll end up just drawing back for the corner.
I kind of like that. And then just come down for the 4 on the side. A stop shot for the 5. It's all there.
Yeah. Good shot. Little too much angle. You have to slow roll this ball a little more than he would have wanted. If the 4 passes the 10 in the bottom left, he'll play across.
In the background, you hear about 650 amateur players on 7-foot tables for the Caribbean Billiard Expo, put on by Q Sports International, and state championships. About 30% of the people here are from Puerto Rico.
Cubo was always drawing towards this side, controlled the speed well though. In good position now. Stop the cue ball, play back into the angle of the 7. Last shot where the cue ball's moving will be the 7 to the 8th. Play a similar 2-rail track back from the 7 to the 8. Draw across table here a little bit. So Spain looking to level the match here. It was a big one for them. Going to have the doubles coming up next. Be Garcia and Centeno against El Cady and Rapero.
Perfect.
Yeah, let the first chance at the set slip, but we'll be okay here. Got straight and actually got the worst angle where the cue ball's drawing to the left a little bit, so he might consider following, but the 9's in great position. He'll be okay. Good power follow there. Got nice and close to it. Started off the set real strong with 2 break-in runs. A couple small mistakes to finish it off, but good run out here.
And to close it out, and point number 1 for 4-2 score. Maite Ropero and David Alcaide back in the arena. They will be playing Scotch doubles versus Roland Garcia and Cesca Centeno. We will be going for a short break and bring you back the action. Bring you back to action. Stay tuned.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting champion. Kelly Fisher! Yeah!
Philippines are the world champions.
Yes, thanks.
Event format. Third set is mixed doubles. It will be David Alcaide and Maite Ropero versus Cesca Centeno and the man breaking, Roland Garcia. Race to 4. All matches are a race to 4.
Good opening break from Garcia there. Centeno's going to be right on the 2. Cue ball's running in the 7. She can look to play off the top side of it. Just hold angle for the 3. Ideally wanted to hit a little thinner where the cue ball got off the rail a bit, but Garcia's okay here, coming up naturally for the 4.
Roland, a runner-up in the 10 ball to Conrad Yushishin. Played a great match versus Joshua Filler, who defeated Fedor Gorst. But then Conrad played exceptionally well, even with the 3 foul game.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, in the second set.
Well, good for him. That's his biggest major win. Nice payday as well, $37,500.
So this lies nice. Oh, I thought he could just go ahead and hit it straight into the rail. It goes rail first to the 5, goes towards the corner pocket, he pockets the 5.
That's the shot I saw as well.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised by that play. Just didn't like it for some reason. Three's close to the rail. Always tough to play safe with the ball close to the rail. Looks like they're going to go after the 7 here. Big shot. Centeno likes these creative, tough shots.
Well, it's actually lays real nice for this. All she has to do is hit the 7. It can't help but going off the 9.
did hit it and didn't go in, which is unlikely.
Well, prove me wrong. Wow. I thought it would still go no matter where she hit it.
Yeah, I just caught her a little thinly.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of ways that the 7 could have gone in there. It was an aggressive try, almost got it. First chance of the set goes to Spain. This format is so exciting. I mean, you know what's riding on this set is that the winner of this set will be guaranteed a shootout.
Well, you know, one of the things about this format, in particular for the teams, that I think is more exciting than Mosconi Cup is the woman-man Scotch doubles.
Right? Yeah. Just involving the women overall.
Sure.
It's great.
2 points are dependent on the women. And actually, it's bigger. It's 2 points out of 3.
Yep. Gotta watch to not contact the 9 here, leaning over it. Ooh, she's real close to it. Ref will be there making sure.
Know what's nice about Scotch doubles, for Maite especially, is she doesn't have to worry about playing position for David. David's the shot maker.
Yeah, she doesn't have to lead him perfect. He'll be the one picking up the load here.
Careful not to go by the 10. Get behind the 10. Or just go by it.
Yeah, like hitting this with right spin. It's going to kind of play into a little more speed with the cue ball. And straight high, that worked as well.
Yeah, that's going to be a little hard to work with. Let's see what kind of angle he has. He's okay.
Yeah. This is where the pressure is going to start setting in. Not necessarily in the first game of this set, but feelings of not trying to avoid the shootout, not trying to go down 2-1, playing for your country, all those things, short races. Exciting stuff.
The pressure of winning.
Sure.
And Spain gets the first game.
Yeah, surprising miss from Garcia there on the 3. Spain took full advantage.
One zero.
In the Scotch doubles, it's rotating breaks. Obviously, the male player break first. No matter who shoots the winning ball in the next rack, it will rotate over to Ropero on Spain's second break.
Oh, the cue ball was headed right for the drink.
Yeah, I think it was.
Kissed out.
Didn't make one, though. Philippines will have the first chance at the second rack. Almost kicked the 4 on the side.
Yes. 4 ball saved him from ball in hand.
Roland's going to let Centeno shoot the opener here. Good shot. He's got an angle to draw straight back and play the 3 in the top left.
Well, if my Scotch partner had a 776 Fargo, I'd let her shoot first, too.
No kidding. Staying in line well. the balls lining up pretty good to each other.
Just a dead stop. Doesn't get any deader than that, does it?
Got nice and close to it here, making the pocketing easier. Going to have to move the cue ball across table. I thought about playing the 8 in the side. It's a good shot. So Philippines firing right back off the dry break from Spain. Tied at 1 each here. Centeno will be breaking in the third rack.
Very nicely done. Very solid rack.
Yep, got through it quickly. Stayed in line.
Crowd appreciative of good play. Rightfully so. Give the players a reward. A nice round of applause.
Gotta feel like the most supporters around the world will be with Team Philippines. Little capital of the world.
Yes. I think Spain probably garners quite a bit of support down here, too.
Definitely. Centeno favors this side of the table, where she broke from winning the world title. One in the side. 4 railer went as well, straight on the 3. 4 is available. Cue ball's going to play into the 10 a little bit to see where the 5 is. It's in the open. Boland's looking at how they can manage the 4.
Well, as Roland sets up Centeno for this 4 ball. Team USA leads Team Puerto Rico 1-0. Germany leads Japan 1-0. Portugal leads Team Indonesia 1-0. Chinese Taipei. This is a tough match right here. Chinese Taipei and Team Austria. And the Taipei team is up 1-0. Canada leads Peru 1-0. Great Britain over Poland 2-0.
Interesting for Great Britain there. Poland, the loser of that match is also eliminated. So Great Britain rising to the occasion against a tough team. Phil Burford stepping up for Great Britain.
And then South Korea over New Zealand 1-0.
Great hit there. Didn't get the benefit of the roll. Welded behind the 7 on the next shot. Created decent distance. Could be a track in the left side rail, and David sees it right away. Tough to get a kick safe out of this. Very low percentage to kick it in the corner. Looks like she's going a little high. Good shot.
It's laid up for Philippines.
Yeah, again, no benefit of the roll there. Straight enough where it's going to limit the movement of the cue ball. It's kind of drawing to the right, so it's going to be tough to play the 5 in the corner, but it actually does follow around the 9, so she'll be playing 1 rail back.
And she's perfect. Don't want to move the 8 too far, if at all.
Fourth set of the match will be a team pick. Likely going to be Ruiz and Beato.
Oh, big miss by Roland.
Crazy surprising. miss
Wow.
there.
But look what he's done. Did he get behind that ball?
Inexplicable. Not even anything to do with position.
Ouch. Big roll for Team Philippines. Small kick and stick. Could get a safety out of this. Oh, he went the other way. Okay.
To avoid the double kiss.
Yeah, he's going to find himself behind the 9.
Yeah.
I kind of.
Only hope for Spain here is that she has to draw the cue ball. It can be tricky to really pinpoint the cue ball when you're drawing it. Doesn't have to move it far though.
Oh. And does he have a shot? I think she's going to. No, he might not put her back in.
This is a 50-50.
Yes, it is.
Here, especially because of the position.
And especially with who's shooting it.
Right. So
see.
Roland will be coming back for the Team Philippines. Maite's going to have to take this on if they decide to shoot here. And they're thinking quick. Yeah, they're going to put them back.
Wow. That's a toughie.
The biggest part of it is that it's tough. They're going to leave top position on the 7 anyways. Roland just making sure it's his shot.
Now, keep in mind, Roland just missed that 5 ball.
Yeah. Chance to redeem himself here. Didn't even go for it. It was so tough. Good save, though. So this gets a little bit tricky when they pass a shot like that. They have to make sure they stay in order. Looks like everybody's being amicable
referee
about it. I've been in tournaments before where the referee's not actually allowed to help the other team out. It looks like he is kind of giving advice here. It looks like the Philippines is being good about it. The ref's got to know.
What did they?
Just a situation that hasn't come. Situation hasn't come up before here. Just need a real clarification.
Yeah, I'm actually checking the rules. Yeah, she does not lose her turn.
We're being told that Maite is going to be shooting next. Just have to have 100% confirmation here. Yeah, David played safe. The rule in question was that Maite's shot was actually passed. So they have to be sure if that counts as actually one of her turns, and it looks like it's not going to count as one of her turns, so she'll be up here. Apologize for the delay there. Created some good distance here. Cue ball's traveling to the right towards the 10. Can draw out of it though. Good shot, avoiding the 10. Can end up hitting the 8. Bit of a bad roll there. Roland can play up and down here. Ooh, look out for the corner. Look at this. Stunned the cue ball a little bit, just caught it a little thickly. If he would have caught it thinner, cue ball would have played straighter.
Well, any questions on that rule are irrelevant now.
Yeah, it's just something that hasn't come up over the course of the term.
Sure.
In the end, the refs have to be on top of those things.
Well, David was the last one to shoot, so it made sense that it's Maita's shot.
Yeah, I guess the rule is a player actually has to execute a shot. If they pass their opportunity, they're still up next. So big swing here for Spain. Going ahead 2-1.
There's no clear definition of the rules.
Yeah, as long as it's played consistently, and if it comes up again, it's played the same way. There's a lot of different stipulations that come up in doubles. And sometimes they'll play whoever makes the 10, whoever makes the last ball, the opposing player will break. Sometimes they'll play you have to rotate breaks. In this tournament, they're playing you have to rotate breaks, which I like.
And sometimes you can change the order at the break in different places.
Right.
Sometimes you have to stay in order.
Different stipulations happening with the push as well. If a player passes the push.
And that's where it gets confusing.
Yeah.
Open shot. It looks like he has a shot on the 1.
Yeah, might have to play a small swerve. Cue ball will still be playing the right way for the 2 in the bottom left corner. Nicely on the 2. Rack's wide open. Philippines needed this break here.
Big game. Both teams with a loss. They can't afford another.
Garcia's made about 3 mistakes in this set, which is surprising because, you know, he's playing well. He was in the final of the men's tournament. Got a little angle going to the left here, which they don't really want. Still will be able to hold properly for the 4. Going back over to the second rail, back into the angle. 7 into the 8 will take the most work in the rack. Should be fine though. Lots of tracks available to get back properly on the 8. Didn't really want an angle going to the right here, but still lots of room available in the middle of the table. Ensure that they wouldn't be running into the 9, going back towards the 7. Eight ball's real close to the rail. Be careful here. He'll be able to hit it at pocket speed, which will make the pocket bigger. Cue ball's playing across naturally.
Oh boy.
Whenever the ball's on the rail like that, I'll tell you what, it makes the pocketing about 3 times tougher. Not saying he shouldn't have made it.
I kind of prefer, instead of playing it the way she did straight down the rail, I would have liked that drawn it 2 rails over towards the rail.
Could have got closer to it that way, for sure.
Well.
Oh, some unexpected errors in the doubles here from the Philippines.
And they've come from Roland.
Yeah.
Missed 5, that missed 8. Oh, and that error.
just got in between angles there where he had to slow roll it to play it one rail across, decided to power up. Just lost the contact point a little bit. Shot from Centeno. She doesn't mind those sharp cuts in the side. To win the World Championship, she had a real thin, sharp cut on the 6. Played it well.
Nice angle to go to the 10.
So a big let off for the Philippines, and we're going to be level at 2 here.
Two apiece. Race to 4. Let's see what our other teams are doing here. Decision. There's Rubalind. That's right.
Yeah, she's always smiling.
All righty. Team USA up 2-0 over Puerto Rico. Team Germany 2-0 over Japan. Portugal 1-0 over Indonesia. Taipei is still 1-0 over Austria. Canada 2-0 over Peru. And Great Britain 2-0 over Poland. South Korea still at 1 over New Zealand.
Carlo with a couple strong pats on Roland's back there, just telling him to relax. One on the side, shot on the 2. Here we go, Philippines. Chance to take the lead here. Middle of the table is a lot more wide open than a typical 10-ball rack.
This looks almost like a some kind of a drill here to stay in the middle of the table.
Yeah, it's more typical of what you'd see in a 9-ball rack. Wanted to play the 4 on the side, but ended up a little straight on the 3. He'll still be able to draw straight back for the corner or power out of it for the side. Got a little short. Biggest issue with this shot is the cue ball's running into the 8. Centeno will be looking to play to the left of the 8. Possibly a bit of stun, taking the angle a little wider. Good shot. Playing fall there is always more predictable. Want to get straight enough that you can guarantee drawing back past the side, kind of around where he was at there. Enough angle that you don't really have to overpower it, but not too much where the cue ball's drawing towards the side.
That's not coming from the teams in the championships. That's coming from the amateurs. Something big happened. When I get a chance here between games, I think I'm going to read off the number of players in each division.
Centeno's got a reach here, which makes the power drawing a little tougher. Hit it well, though. Roland's not going to be able to manipulate the cue ball as much as he would like. Going to have to play up one rail, and he's just making sure that he's going to get Centeno straight enough that she can draw back diagonally. Good shot.
She just has to make sure she beats the side pocket, or is she going to? Yeah.
She will. Just add some left spin, widen out the cue ball a little bit. She actually feels like she's a little in between here. Feels like she's a little thin. Ended up going forward. Look at this shot.
Look at this shot. Just let me work here, guys.
Great. No kidding. Down to the end of her shot clock as well.
Exactly.
There's the Philippines going on the hill here in the second, third set.
Yes, Centeno basically saying, well, you guys decide. I'm shooting. Okay, guys. the CSI League Caribbean Championships. In 10-ball singles, there was 108 entries. In 8-ball Scotch, there was 119 teams. 8-ball singles, 250 players. 8-ball ladies singles, 61. 8-ball teams, 364 players. And then in 8-balls lady teams, three-person teams, there was 43 players. Total's about 650 people.
The tournament's grown over the last 2 years. Nice destination vacation spot as well. Got the mix of a new convention center here. If you're into history, you can go into Old San Juan. Very nice down there. Chance to watch the best players in the world play as well.
Yeah. And that's one of the things you get with the Pro Billiard Series in Michigan, Wisconsin. We used to have it in Arizona, but they pulled that one. And now Puerto Rico. Where else do we have a Pro Billiard Series?
Next tournament will be in Las Vegas, BCA Nationals. 2 and the 7 got tied up here. Gonna be some work to do.
Yeah, that's the big one because those CSI League players number somewhere around 6,000 to 7,000.
Yeah, that's the biggest one of the year.
Sure.
Could play a real aggressive stun over to the left side rail and try to track the cue ball into the 2-7. Tough shot though. Looks like they're gonna back off a little bit. Try to get a banking angle on the 2. If it doesn't end up perfect, they'll be playing safe. Nice to see the interaction between the teammates as well. True team effort here at the World Team Championships.
Great camaraderie.
A little short of the ideal banking angle. Cue ball will be playing into the 7. A little too risky. Looks like he's going to think about playing the cue ball behind the 4 here. Good.
Right behind the 4.
Good line. How's the speed? Perfect. Took away both side rails.
So strong safety by Maite. That should keep rolling in check.
Roland's looking at the angle from the left side rail. It's going to require a lot of left spin to widen out the cue ball. Cue ball does pocket between the 6-7. There's some scenarios where it could actually hit the 6 or the 7 and still go in. That's a good result from there. Spain will be looking at all options here. Maite is going to let David call the shot, and she'll be executing. Looks like playing the cue ball kind of in line with the 6, running into the 10, slowing it down.
I kind of like going 2 rails towards that 10. You know, and they use the 6 to stop it. Get behind. It lays real nice for it. Yeah, it's a thin head. It lays nice.
Didn't quite get where she wanted it, and actually left the shot in the top right corner pocket. Cue ball's on the rail. Might have got just the edge of the 6 where Centeno won't be able to pocket the 2. She did actually. Can play the 2 into the 8 here. Targeting the cue ball behind the 4 again. Called the 8 just in case. Almost went in. Left distance. Pocket for the 2 is covered by the 7. combo would be very ambitious here. Gonna cross it over.
I like crossing it the other way. I come in on the inside of him, putting the cue ball down by the 10. Again, the 6 ball plays big.
Left an angle where Garcia can pocket it. He struggled a bit in this match, so won't be on full confidence here. Look at the win, though. I don't mind going for it. Nice play with a bunch of right spin. Looks like he might just hold up for the cutting angle. 4 doesn't pass in either pocket, but a combo is available in both pockets. Gonna favor comboing the 4 into the 8.
Good shot. Now for the combo, will he be behind
for the
the
9? Gonna be okay.
Oh, barely.
Centeno's played great in this match. Really picking up Roland. And the Philippines right in line to take the 3rd set. If they do win this set, the best Spain can do is a shootout. Spain will have Ruiz coming up in the 4th set. Philippines will be bringing out Beato. They have the choice to throw Roland in or Cheska. The way Roland's played in this set, I think they'll favor Beato. Ruiz played a good single set for Spain, so look for them to stick with him.
Can he beat Carlo twice?
Yeah, tough.
He's favored.
Carlo will be
Cargo-wise, by a little.
Carlo will be looking for revenge in this next set. A little bit less pressure on him. Staying in line well. One last good shot. Coming back towards the 10. Cue ball's tracking a little bit towards the side, so she might have to play a bit of spin to avoid it. Did check the ball there. Nice shot. So the Philippines taking a 2-1 lead.
And now for the team pick. 4-2 in the Scotch doubles, leading 2-1. One more point. Now the team pick. Will they pick Beato? And we'll be going to a break and be back with you shortly. Make sure you come back.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting champion. Kelly Fisher.
Philippines are the world champions.
And we are back for this WPA World Teams Championship. This is the fourth set, which is a team pick. And the team picks the player. And it looks like it's going to be Carlo Beato and Francisco Sanchez Reis. It'll be a race to 4. And this point is ever important. Philippines can win the match. With this set, Spain has to win the match to force a shootout. And I think we want to watch the shootout. It's one of the most exciting things in team sports. Players are not in the arena at this time. They were a second ago. They must have stepped out. Carlo coming back now. You're about to see him. You know what's funny about this arena is it's like gladiators stepping into the Colosseum. Everybody's watching them. They grab their cue as their sword. And it's one way to look at it. And they have to fight over the pool table. Nobody in there but them. No one can help them but them. Francisco to break. We're starting off here. Race to 4, 10 ball. WPA rules. No early 10s. 9 ball. No.
Ruiz started his last set off with 2 breaking runs. His last single set. Didn't get a ball this time. So advantage Beato out of the gate here.
Yeah. And this is one man you don't want to leave with a setup like this.
Just a reminder to the fans watching, the loser of this set will not advance to the quarterfinals of the tournament. Both strong teams, both coming in with 1 loss. Both defeated by the U.S., who's had a strong tournament thus far.
And speaking of which, they were leading 2-0. And they still are at 2-0 over Puerto Rico.
Great Britain and Poland are in an important match as well. The loser of that will go home. Both strong teams.
Great Britain leads 2-1. Chinese Taipei 2-0 over Austria.
Both those teams are through to the quarterfinals. Beato making his way through this rack well. Going to draw for the side here. Cue ball will be running towards the 8 a little bit. It's going to come across table down to the short side. Back into the angle here. Enough angle to get back for the 7. Beato playing quickly.
He's got a nice rhythm to his game.
Yeah, confident player. Knows all the shots, confident in the execution.
Opening game.
Speed here, nice natural angle coming back towards the 10. If anything, cuts a little thinner than he would have wanted, but at least he doesn't have to overhit it.
Just make the ball. Should have position. And make it he did.
Pressure will be mounting for Spain. Each rack Philippines gets closer to the finish line here.
And the first game does go to Philippines.
If Ruiz is able to pull this set off, we'll be going to a shootout. Which is extremely exciting because all three players will be involved. Strategical play of how you order the players as well. Keeping in mind that if it's tied after 4 shots, the shot will become tougher. They'll move the cue ball back. And they'll have to think about what order they want and who they want shooting that shot first. Big cheers coming from the league side of the tournament.
I'm going to say a Puerto Rican team won that.
Yeah, things heating up over there as well.
I'm looking at the scoreboard, see if that's coming from the area where the Team USA is playing Team Puerto Rico.
Okay. Beato going from the bed of the table here. Was breaking more from the middle in the last set. This one was successful for him, right on the 2. Gonna hope to have the angle where he can follow down the left side of the table, but he doesn't have much room on the short side there, so could play the 7 as well. 7's right over the pocket. He will favor that play.
Second time today these two have played. Francisco winning 4-2 the first set. And now with this player's team pick, Beato takes the first game and on his way for the second.
Decided to avoid the combo. Just wasn't quite sure where the 3 was going to end up if he did play it. Got in good position here. Ten balls close to the corner pocket, but just keeping in mind that an early 10 is not a win here.
This got a little tough.
Yeah, got too much angle here. Cue ball will play past the side pocket and back towards the short side of the 6. Pocketing's much tougher than what he would have wanted. Bit of a gut check time here for Beato. Chance to take a good lead in the 4th set. Got it. Nice shot. Cue ball's okay as well. Just okay.
Very nice.
So good start for Beato, running out of a dry break from Ruiz. Coming back with a break and run. Going to try to lock him out for as long as he can. Only 2 games to go here for the Philippines to win this match. Quarterfinals portion of this tournament will begin tomorrow. Some of the teams off the top of my head guaranteed to advance are Chinese Taipei, US, Looks like Great Britain is going to be a favorite to advance over against Poland. Korea has had a surprising tournament and they'll be in the final 8. Germany, Austria. Some great teams. Be some great action tomorrow.
Breaking for a lead. Already has 2 games.
One in the 6 fighting again in the side. One just misses the corner. Didn't leave a shot though.
He might be able to go rail first and just. Looks like it lines up pretty good for the rail first shot.
Yeah, it does. He's actually having a look, see if there's a window. I doubt there is. Window between 3 balls there, if there actually is.
That 8 ball takes away a lot of that rail, so he might have to go too deep for this. He might not have it.
Teamwork there. Reassurance teamwork. If he has to play any kind of small swerve, it's extremely tough because you're swerving between 3 balls.
It looks like he wants to come between the 2-7.
Looks like they're looking at the rail first option now. Just thinking about where the cue ball is going to end up if he does play it. A lot of thought going into this first shot. They understand the significance of this rack.
Great shot. Look how he ended up on the 2 ball.
Yeah, very nicely executed. Not just making the ball, but the cue ball position as well. Can fall through to the long rail here. Come out to the middle for the 3. Just gonna want to get as straight on the 4 as possible. Might need an angle to get from the 5 to the 6. Not really, so he's going to try to get pretty close to the 8 here.
Just work the cue ball to come back right where it's at.
Ended up with too much angle, so he'll be going 2 rails across here. Want to get pretty good on the 5 because the 5 is frozen on the rail. Good shot. Good line now. Just checking to see if it's exactly frozen. When you have frozen balls like this, typically on a shot like this, you'd want to play with a little bit of outside, but when it's frozen, you want to favor the middle of the cue ball more. Good shot.
Francisco looking great here.
Yeah, and we saw in the first single set he played, he's dangerous on the break as well. Capable of putting a couple racks together, if not running out the set. Just a question of whether he can make a ball on the break.
Well, he started off this game with Carlos' dry break, went rail first off the 1.
Yep.
Ended up on a shot for the 2 and then went to work. And here he is with 2 balls left.
Yeah, it's been a perfect set so far. Each game decided off the break. Carlo with 1 break and run, 2 runouts from dry breaks.
And we are 2-1.
Spain looking to force the shootout here. Philippines will be guaranteed to at least be in a shootout. So the mental pressure for the Philippines is a little bit less in this set.
Big break, breaking from the side, as he has been the entire set, the first set and this one. Of course, this is his first break. No, I'm sorry.
Came up dry his first time.
Yeah, it came up dry the first time.
Four's the only thing that can save him.
Came up dry again.
He hit this one a little off square, and the power he's hitting it at, I believe he is trying to hit it square. So if you were to fault him, just saying that he didn't hit it quite square enough. Still got a lot of action out of the rack, just nothing down.
Trying to get behind the 7, but he used the 2-8 just as well.
And he's got coverage there. Going to be a 100% hit for Ruiz. Just has to think about how he can get the 1 safe.
Try to kick it behind the 6-9.
He's having a brief thought about trying to carom the 4 in with a jump. It's very aggressive. Looking at the kick now. The problem with the jump is that the 2 is so far from the cue ball. It's tough to judge. I like this. There's a lot of blockers in the middle of the table. If you hit it 2 rails, you're guaranteed to create some distance. You should get some kind of safe out of it.
I think he can pretty accurately hit the top side of the ball.
Yeah, there's a chance to kick it in as well.
Exactly. There is that. He went for the kick in.
Came underneath it. They're going to end up together. Mieto's going to have some kind of chance here. If he doesn't have to play the cue ball all the way over the right rail, that will help him a lot. Could also follow it for the top left corner. Bottom left corner, pardon me. He's done well there.
He hits those balls so good.
4 is playing into the 5 nicely. 8, 10 are blocking a lot of angles to get straight enough on the 4. But if he plays it to the right of the 8, should be okay to hold for the 5. Got so good on the 3 that he was able to take a real tight track between the 7, 8, 10. Great shot there, so he's definitely straight enough now. Staying in line well. Philippines, the defending champions of this event. Going to keep their hopes alive here. If they are able to win this match, I would consider them right at the top of the list of favorites going forward.
It's a pretty nice compliment to say they could repeat, especially in this field.
Poland and Great Britain are still battling on the other table. Loser of that match will be eliminated as well. Nice rack from Carlo here.
Well, this is right off Francisco's dry break. Carlo just takes it home.
Yeah, flawless set continues. Every game so far has been decided off the break.
To give you an idea of a few stats off of that Scotch doubles game, the Philippines had 3 of the 4 breaks, only 1 dry one. They had a shot after 5 of the 6 times. We'll get that one.
Overall breaks.
Overall breaks.
Overall breaks in the match. There was a shot 5 of 6 times. So basically, they were playing offense most of the games right after the break.
Yeah, the one stat I find kind of interesting here is there was no fouls on the break.
Yeah, there was a couple scratches in the first singles match, but they were all safe breaks in the.
Oh no, I was talking about the Scotch doubles specifically. Philippines pocketed 47 balls, missed 3, 1 foul. And Spain pocketed 12 balls, missed 1 shot.
Beato making the 1 off the break here. 9 going in as well. Going to have a shot on the 2.
Wow.
Test the opener, but the position's natural.
Spain may not come out of their chair. This ball comes right between the rail and the 3 for position.
Kind of queued up like he was going to go the other way.
It looked like it didn't. I was going to, what's he doing?
He's playing it in the right pocket.
Yeah. This thing's just perfect. Just pocket the ball and you're going to be on the 3.
Shot. Push the 5 over the side even more, which is going to help him overall in this run out. So this rack for the Philippines to advance. Tough tournament for Spain. Good team that's not going to make it through to the quarterfinals.
Five balls.
And he got funny here.
Yes, just a little bit.
Kind of taking a look at both pockets. Going to decide on the corner.
I'd go ahead and just play it in the corner. Hit the rail on the side and come back towards the 5. 5's over the pocket, so he's done a great job there. Just like, and look at this.
New life for Spain here in this tournament. We'll see how this plays out. What a turn of events this would be if Ruiz was able to
overcut it just a hair.
Win this match.
I didn't see him missing that. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, all he had to do was make the ball, really. Funny how the cue ball ended up, but that's also because he missed the 4.
He overcut it, too.
Yeah. Made the natural angle a little straighter. There's pressure in these events. Don't kid yourself. Short races, playing for your country, playing for your teammates. Most players not used to playing in team events. Coming up with a little more angle than he wanted here. Play the cue ball across 2 rails and the 7 in the bottom left corner pocket.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Big, big mistake. Match losing mistake.
6 has ended up in a way where Beato's not always going to make it. Got to make him a favorite, though.
He was 5 balls away. Now he's 3 balls away.
Watch out for the cue ball position here. It's not going to be
It's
where he
tight.
wants.
Does it go by the... I don't think it goes by the 10th.
Doesn't, and the 10's not a winner either. Just smiling. Can't believe it.
Well, I'm going to have to just cut this thin, play the 7 behind the 10 and the cue ball to the middle of the head rail.
Yeah, you can play safe here. You can just play the 7 in the middle of the short rail, but not what he wanted to have. Left an edge. Can't quite tell if he left enough to bank it. Worst case.
My question is, does he have enough to bank it at the... No, he doesn't. At the 8.
Yeah, not the 8.
Not the 8.
He would prefer to bank it at the 8, but he can only see the right side of it. He's going to kick at it, try to use the 10 as a blocker here.
Called it in the side just in case. That's where he's kicking to.
Good speed.
Carlo will play that 8 ball all day, I believe.
He could get aggressive here and try the combo. Harem, pardon me. Big cheers coming from the league side of the match. Good shot from Beato, but he followed the 8 in.
Oh, on the carom. Wow. The big cheers were not from the league side. They were from the Puerto Rican team as they take another point, take a point from Team USA. They now trail 2-1.
Good for them.
And life for Francisco.
Yeah, a bit of drama going on here. Carlo had a shot at the finish a couple times. See if it proves.
How would he like to come with a break and run right about now?
Oh, how about 2? he had 2 in his first singles match.
Yes.
No doubt he's a threat. And randomly hasn't made a ball in his first 2 breaks in this set.
Yeah, he had the first 2 breaking runs in the first match. Can he get the last 2?
Yeah.
Right, that's exactly what they're talking about. I guarantee it. With those smiles. All 3 of them. Carlo, not so much. He just gave away the match. Gave an opportunity away for the match. Instead of closing it out, he breathed new life. And in these short races, that can be deadly.
Yeah, second opportunity was kind of weird. Got a little unlucky. One in the side.
2 ball. Oh, it was just stopped.
Yeah, didn't want to hit the 7. He can back cut it in the bottom left. Best pocket for the 4 is blocked by the 7. Could combo it in if he has to. First order of business is the 2 here, though. I gotta think he's going to go after it. He's just planning on what he can do with the cue ball here. It's going to be a thin hit, so controlling the speed's going to be have to have some thought put into it. It actually passes in both corner pockets, but it's just as thin in both.
Yes.
If he plays it in the bottom right, he can run into the 8. He's weighed up all his options, and he might play. He's going to play safe here.
Up against the 10.
Just didn't
Looks
like the
like
cue ball position.
No.
Tracking towards a window here, but I think the 9's going to get him. Don't believe Carlo can even see an edge here. He'll be kicking at this.
Nice hit. Almost made it.
2's available in the bottom left. Nudge the 4 a little bit to make the combo easier on the 7. Gotta avoid the side pocket with the cue ball.
I think he's fine. He's going to have nice shape for the 3.
Yeah, he can
makes
roll
this,
through for
yeah.
the side. Great shot. Tough to slow roll those long pots. Did well there. Nice angle coming up table as well.
Played the combo on the 7.
Spain looking at every chance to go hill here. If they are able to win this set, everything is erased and going to a shootout.
I'd love to see a shootout here. I know a lot of people on the YouTube chat don't care for the shootouts, but I'd love to see it.
One of the most exciting things in pool.
I totally agree, especially in this format.
Sure. I think he'll go below the 5 here. Rest of the rack's lying real good. Had to make some decisions on the 2 at the beginning of the rack here. Ended up being the right decision. Got Carlo in a spot where he had a tough kick. Ran out right after that.
Three balls from a shootout. Well, you want to make sure you avoid that side pocket. Do you follow this ball or do you draw it up 2 rails out of the corner? It's laying a little funny.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay.
I was thinking the 9 to the 8.
Yeah,
no, it's going the other way. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. He was okay to draw that there.
What a crazy call that was. I called the wrong ball. Oh, this lays so nice. And to tie it up, Francisco Sanchez has this 10 ball. Hill, and breaking.
Big cheers from the Spain match now. Spain's got some supporters in the crowd.
He says, where are you going? They're getting their cues. They want the shootout.
Subliminal messaging.
Yep.
Getting their cues ready.
They're standing right in front of us, so. Francisco about to break.
I think they're actually going to hit some spot shots.
There you go. So you're saying there's a chance.
Kind of funny, though, how Ruiz was looking over like he doesn't necessarily want to be in the arena alone. Little things like this, you know, I'm not going to make too big of a deal about it, but I don't know. Yeah, I kind of feel like he wanted them there. Same time, they have to warm up. They have to make sure that they're ready for the shootout. Nothing.
Looks
now.
like a dry break.
A shot for Carlo.
Not an easy one, but very makeable. Going across 2 rails for position.
Roland and Cheska looking on.
Actually, he just wants to go one.
Yeah, if he plays on top of the 8, he's tracking towards the side a little bit.
Yeah. What a nice shot that was.
Yeah, good shot there.
Little fall forward. He has the 3 to the left side corner.
So it's going to be tough to get on a 3 in the way where you're not hitting the 10. If he is running into the 10, he'll still have the option to play off the top side of it, move the cue ball over to the right side rail, and ideally get above the 8. The 10's a little below the 3, though. It's not lying perfect. You'd prefer for the 10 to be a little higher. Interesting. Knew how much of a problem that playing off the 10 was going to be, so he's just going to play safe here. Surprised that he's going to let Ruiz back to the table here. Just didn't really like how the cue ball was playing off the 10. And I understand because a lot of the time he was going to hit the 10 squarely and not really go anywhere. To make sure the cue ball was going to continue to the right if he was going to play that shot.
Going 2 rails. Oh, I thought he made that ball when he first struck it. Well,
just missed it, and every chance now for Beato. Big drama here at the World Team Championships. Wow.
Francisco just had to come with that shot.
It's got to get above the 8 here.
Wow, he went right into it.
But didn't end up getting him.
1/4 inch to the right and he's hooked.
Yeah.
He nibbles it, stays behind it.
Has the angle to draw straight back and shoot the 6 in the same pocket. Bit of a stretch. Would have been leaning over the 7, so he's going to use the bridge here.
Checking the clock. That's what he was doing. All ball fouls, you got to be careful.
Oh my.
Oh
He's
my.
underdrawn it.
funny how things get complicated all of a sudden.
You never see Beato show any kind of emotion, but he's made 3 mistakes now at the finish line. You can see it on his face. He still has control of the table. He has to regroup here, but he can't believe it.
Has to play safe, uses all 3 balls in the middle of the table to hook the 6, and it works.
Ruiz considering all options as quick as he can. I think he has his extension. It's a big shot.
He's going the other way. Huh? I thought he'd go to the right and kick a 2 rails.
Doesn't have his extension. He's got to fire.
Well, he
Great
kicked the
shot.
2 rails that way.
Chance to make distance here.
It's going to a little harder.
It's not bad from there. I mean, he was in a tough spot.
He's left a missable shot.
Yeah, and if Beato plays it to the left corner pocket, the cue ball's tracking towards the right corner pocket. So it looks like he's going to favor the right here. Look at this big shot. Going to come around 3 rails after a few mistakes. Let's see if he can come with one here. Such a tough shot.
Yep.
He's going to get a shot here.
Yes.
He is. Makeable one. Big pressure in this World Team Championship. That was a tough one, but Beato's had a few looks at the finish line now.
He had a 5-ball out in the last game. And did he come to the table again?
Really 4 chances now.
Oh, and he had that 3-ball out off the 8, remember?
Yeah.
And he scratched following it, making the carom on the 7.
That one was unlucky, but there was a couple other mistakes before that. Ruiz right in line here. What a match this has been.
Team Poland has defeated Great Britain 3-2.
Tough one for Great Britain. They were up 2-0 in sets. Poland came back, and they'll advance to the quarterfinals. What a match we have here for you guys. Ruiz has held his nerve well. 2 more balls.
These 2 balls, and we go to a shootout.
Don't forget, Ropero and Alcade have been warming up, shooting their spot shots. Garcia and Centeno have just been on the sidelines. Here we go. Ruiz. What a match. Shootout coming. We're going to stay with you guys.
4-3 in the shootout. The team picks their order, and they'll stay in that order.
So part of the strategy here is I feel like you want to have one of your strongest players shooting the first shot from if the cue ball's moved back. And you can go, just for George, you can go through what the first 4 shots are going to mean here.
Sure. It's 4 innings, alternate sides. The highest score wins. As you can see the check mark where the cue ball and the hand are, that's where you can start. You can start from either side, pocket the ball, and then your opponent will play the same shot 4 innings. At the end of 4 innings, whoever's ahead wins. If you're tied, the cue ball goes back 1 diamond in that same in the same boxes, and it becomes sudden death.
And you know, even in a singles match, just playing for yourself, there's huge pressure in this situation. But playing for your country, playing for your team, it's probably about the most pressure you're ever going to see in a pool match. Right, coming up right here.
This is oh wow. Well, we were going to stay with you, but we're going to be taking a break, and we'll be right back with the shootout.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
this 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. One-kick champion. Kelly Fisher! Yeah!
Philippines are the world champions.
And we are back to the live action, and live action it is. A shootout, a team sport shootout. I believe Philippines went first, so they will have the choice. I know they broke first, at the very opening of the set of the match.
Yeah, referee just going over the ground rules here.
Oh, it looks like Spain's going to shoot first.
Just a quick correction. Great Britain actually did advance to the quarterfinals. They came in with 2 wins going into the last match. I thought they only had 1 win. Congratulations to Great Britain. They'll be in action tomorrow.
Every shot, very big here.
Louise to start off. Definitely want to start off on the right foot here. Shot. Went for the aggressive approach, powering the ball 3 rails.
That's big. The pressure is squarely on Philippines. Must make shot.
Garcia is going to come out first for the Philippines.
Don't want to go down.
Starting from further in on the table. See a lot of players starting from this position.
And he misses the first one. So it's 1-0.
Philippines in danger here. Defending champions on the brink of elimination. Beato had the match in his hands a few times. Now stuck a shot in the shootout.
You know, another thing about Beato having a couple of chances to close that set out. Look how he's sitting in his chair.
Definitely. He knows it now. And
yes.
So he, big pressure. Not saying that Spain's going to make all 4. He's got to be ready to shoot too. Buried in the corner of the pocket. 3 rails around with the cue ball.
Oh, the pressure mounts. Will Carlo go, or will it be Cheska? Cheska stepping to the table. Two 2-0 lead. They can make 1 up here.
This young lady has a lot of nerve. I expect her to make this. Good shot.
Now the pressure even more on Beato, especially if Maite makes this shot.
Yeah, we'll see if Maite can keep Spain on track here. She looks ready to shoot. Confident demeanor.
You know, her name is actually Maria Teresa. Thus she goes by Maite. Interesting little fact that I noted last night. And she makes it.
Big hugs all around for Spain. So fate will be in their hands. If they're able to make the fourth shot, they'll win the match. Ruiz will have the match in his hands, and that's if Beato is able to make this 10 ball here. Match is on the line. If it doesn't go in, Spain wins.
Already in sudden death for Carlo. Must make, as you said.
Fired in 4 rails. So this shot for the match and to advance in the tournament.
Spain's fate is in their own hands. The only way they can lose this match or have a chance to lose it and let the Philippines back in is to miss this shot.
Yeah, from where they were about 20 minutes ago, they'll feel very lucky to be in this spot. I don't know, too many players you'd rather have shooting it.
This guy is not lacking on confidence. And in it goes, and Spain wins the team championships over the Philippines and will go into the quarterfinals.
Defending champions are out. Great match from Spain there.
We'll close this out. We'll be back tomorrow with a lot more pool for you folks right here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. George Teachea and Eric Horlefson closing out. Thank you very much for being with us.
See you guys tomorrow.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting champion. Kelly Fisher!
Philippines are the world champions.